Hello, hello, and welcome to almost another episode of Homeschool Moms Unfiltered. This should be book club week or book club day. I'm your host, Amanda, and I'm here with my lovely co-host.
Hello, I'm Meagan.
So yeah, it's Thursday. It's our Thursday drop. You should have another episode of Differently Wired, which is a book by Debbie Reber. We've been reading it for a while. However, I had major technical issues. If you listened to the episode earlier this week that came out on Tuesday, you know that you could hear me about half the time. I have no idea what went wrong, but on my end for book club, you can hear me 30% of the time at best. It's really bad. I don't know what went wrong. So we don't have anything for you this week.
Yeah, we do not, right? And the weird thing is it sounded totally fine when we recorded. Obviously, if you sounded like crap while we were recording, I would have been like, hey, Amanda, is something up with your microphone, right? It sounded totally fine. So I don't know what happened, but when I went to go edit, right, we do all of our editing, we do all of our sound stuff. We're not technical wizards. We're homeschool moms who talk about homeschooling, right? So when something goes wrong, we're like, wow, that went really wrong, And Amanda was like, do you want to re-record it? And I was like, well, that would be the ideal situation, but I'm at a world schooling pop-up. I barely had time to record it the first time. So no, as much as I would love to, this is what's happening, I suppose, right?
Well, yeah. And that's it, right? Most of the time we can fix it or, we just make a little note or we do our best and hope you bear with it. There was no fixing it this time. And trust me, I listened to it. You didn't want us to try to fix it. It was not fixable. So
it was a bit rough.
Yeah. We're sorry.
But I mean, that's our jam, right? The fact that we don't pretend to be perfect. It's not always shiny. If we have an issue, we'll be open and honest about it, right? So it happened, right? It happened. So, the bonus for me, at least anyway, because I am at a world schooling pop-up and these do tend to be a bit intense. Now I don't have to read for book club for this week's recording because we're just going to re-record what we talked about last week, but with Amanda's technical changes in place for good audio this week.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I'm not my setup is pretty much exactly like it always is. So I'm not entirely sure whether or not it's going to work out better. But this week, just in a day or two, we're going to actually do our recording for next week. And hopefully everything will be fine. And we will cover those tilts that we didn't get today. And I have brain fog, so I don't even remember what I talked about. It'll be like a brand new episode to me. So that'll work out perfectly.
It'll be great, right? It'll be no deja vu for you, right? There you go.
Yeah.
So thanks for bearing with us. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead and do it.
Okay. So thanks for bearing with us. We are a messy, imperfect homeschool podcast, and we are totally letting you in on that today, right? So yeah, we will catch you next week with a fresh book club episode and a fresh Tuesday drop with hopefully our typical audio quality. If not, you'll see us scrambling behind the scenes trying to figure out what on earth went wrong, but we'll figure it out. And in the meantime, happy homeschooling.
Yeah, have a great one.